everybody, my name is Christine. This is my channel and the corner of the internet where I post all the things that I managed to knit in 1 month, and today we're talking about October. This is the knitting podcast number, I don't know what, I will insert it in the title, and I'm so happy elections are finished. In my country, we had presidential elections and we had the referendum, so thank God everything went pretty well and peaceful, and thank God we have a very good president and we can continue to go about with our lives without any more talk about elections. God, I know the United States also went through an election, so I'm so happy everything calmed down. I know that the results in the US are not progressive, let's say, but life goes on. As my mom says, the sun continues to shine bright, and as long as we're healthy we can continue working and fighting for our cause. By the way, you can see here the flag of my country. Oh, you see it in a mirror. Well, this is the flag of my country. And let's start this podcast. In the month of October, I did not finish a lot of projects because I was working on a giant blanket. And I finished it! Hold on. I finished it! I cannot show it to you. Hold on. It is on my bed. Even though it was a project for my brother, it was a gift for him, it has not reached him. It's still in my apartment. It's on my bed and I get to enjoy it a lot. And for that project, I used a lot of the leftovers that I had. As you can tell, already my yarn collection has a lot of gaps. Look. Ta-da! Space. Ta-da! Space. And this means that I can buy more yarn because I'm using a lot of my yarn collection. I'm doing stash busting. Yes. So I used for this blanket the chevron stitch pattern, as it's named on the internet, Ripple and Ridge chevron blanket. So look it up. And in total, this blanket weighs 2,537 grams. Not a lot, to be very honest, because as a dimension, this blanket was huge. 210 centimeters by 240. 240, yeah. So I will put the conversion into inches. If I'm not mistaken, it was 78 or 79 inches, which is incredible. It's the biggest project I've ever made. It was a lot of fun, but towards the end, I felt like it's too much. It was heavy. It was heavy to move around and to move it from one location to another to continue to knit, so to continue to crochet. But I persevered thanks to the live videos. Every night before going to bed, I would switch on the camera and go on YouTube live and just like knit and crochet for half an hour and just like socialize with other people, and that really helps. So if you are one of those people who is commenting, hello Shetika Woods, hello Peter, hello Jaide, thank you so much for joining me in this endeavor, because it was really helpful. With your support and with your motivation, I did finish it on the last day of October, and I get to add it in my knitting journal as a FO. So 2,537 grams. Next, before finishing that, I made this beautiful bright orange cowl, and for this I learned how to do the honeycomb brioche stitch. This is fine wool from Filanina, producer from Romania. I bought this yarn about 2 years ago with the intention to make me a shawl with this bright orange color so that I can wear it at work in November for the 12 days of activism for combating violence against women. The symbol is bright orange, and I saw that many other participants were wearing scarves, and I said, oh my god, I can knit myself a scarf. And I said, okay, let me learn a new stitch, and I learned the honeycomb brioche. This is the inside and this is the outside, and for some reason I didn't calculate it correctly, and I finished the yarn after doing this. So I just decided to connect it here as well. So I used it double. I held it double because it was lace weight, I held it double and I made a rectangular. And I was very close to finishing the yarn and I started panicking. I said, I'm not going to have a shawl. I'm finishing the yarn and I had no more bright orange. So I decided to bind it off here on top, and from the side I decided to pick up stitches and to continue with the same pattern and to make it at least a cowl. And here I didn't even had enough to connect the two parts, so I used some waste yarn. I regret a lot of things about this project. I didn't use the yarn properly. I didn't do a beautiful project, but I'm not going to be sad about it. I still made my objective of having a bright orange scarf or something to wear for those days. Those days are going to be November 20th to December 12th. So I have my cowl. I'm going to be, you know, proudly wearing this cowl as a symbol of me supporting the cause to combat violence against women. So otherwise, if we look around and we see this, I'm not very proud of this. I mean, I'm a knitter with experience, but I had no yarn to connect the two parts. I only had this bright yellow. But we're not gonna focus on the imperfections. I'm a completionist. This is my philosophy. I get a dopamine kick when I finish a project. It looks bad. It might not be well finished. That's none of my concern. My concern is I want to finish it, and I can even wear it like this, you know, if it's cold, because usually in December it's quite cold. Or I can even wear it as like basically I've tried it multiple ways, because usually these events are done outside and usually my ears are frozen because I can't wear a giant hat because we wear the translation equipment here, and then I have my glasses and it messes up the whole thing. So I need like something which keeps a little bit of protection for my ears from the cold, but also wide enough so I can put my headphones here and then my microphone. It's a whole thing. So basically I'm a completionist. This is completed. I am happy. So this, as I said, for this I used the Filanina fine wool, and I used 4mm needles, and it weighs 98 grams. Actually, I'm a bit disappointed because hold on, I'll show you. Filanina sells these skeins of yarn and they say they're 100 grams, but this, with additional waste yarn, with every single centimeter of yarn put into this, it only weighs 98 grams. Oh, but it does say 100 grams plus minus 5%. Okay. Well, anyways, so I'm really happy that I've completed it. That's all I say. It's 98 grams. And I've used 4mm needles, and I love the honeycomb brioche stitch. It did require 5 attempts. So I looked up a few tutorials, and finally I found one which clicked to my mind. And after that, it went smoothly, except for the fact when I put it into my bag, I didn't notice that I got loose a few stitches, and correcting that took 2 hours. Like ultimately I decided to just unravel, and whilst I was unraveling I was putting the needles into the open stitches, because I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to put back one dropped stitch. It's still something new, which I don't know very well. So as a first practice, I like it. And I think it looks good on me. Okay, so, and this is with finished object number 2. And finished object number 3 was tablecloths. Again, tablecloths. They're a bit dry, a bit wet, because I've been using them, you guys. So we have 3. One is still in the wash. This was pretty solid. This, I don't know, what was I thinking? I started it to make it bigger, but then I got bored and I just ended it as a triangle. triangle. And I've used up this bright red yarn which bothers my eyes, so there we go. For the dishes, for wiping some surfaces like the windowsill, it's going to be fine. And the tablecloths weigh all in total 129 grams. Okay, you guys, only 3 finished objects, which is fine. I was a bit, a bit disappointed in myself, but then I remembered, the blanket was really big, and that's okay. That's okay. By the way, I am wearing the fluffy sweater that I made previously. What was it? In September. I still love it so much. I do regret making it cropped though. It's not pleasant to have your belly in the wind whilst the rest of your body is safely covered in fluffy goodness. It's not very nice. So I am thinking to pick up stitches and to do some sort of, I don't know, additional something, because it's not nice to feel the wind on my belly. No, I don't like it. But I wear it and I got a lot of compliments. Apparently this color suits me. Oh, but it's so dark. Oh gosh, I apologize. Hold on. It's a very overcast day here in Chisinau, Moldova, so maybe you don't even see me. Anyways, I got a lot of compliments. Apparently this red burgundy wine color suits me well. Okay, so 3 finished projects, and all in total I used about 3 kilos of yarn, which is not a lot, but I'm very happy with them. But I have a lot of whips, you guys. Let's do the whip parade. So since I was crocheting the chevron stitch blanket and I finished it, I miss crochet, guys. The more I knit, the more I remember that I love crochet. So obviously I jumped into my yarn collection here and I thought about what projects I wanted to do with crochet, and I remembered this lace weight yarn from Filanina. Guys, I ordered like 5 kilograms, 5,000 grams of yarn from this Romanian producer with the cute logo. And slowly I am using all that yarn, but I'm not there yet. So I went back to this yarn. It is very thin. It's lace weight, and it is held double, 1 strand with darker blue and 1 strand with lighter blue. Very light and not very soft, but it doesn't bother me. So I really wanted to crochet something with this. And I started a skirt. I want a skirt, crocheted skirt with the chevron stitch pattern, and I was debating how to go about it, how to make it, because I look at the skirts and my weight fluctuates a lot. So like the skirt needs to be flexible on the waistline. So I remembered about Diana von Fürstenberg, the lady who invented the wraparound dress and skirt, so that if you have weight fluctuation, there's no problem. You tie it looser, that's all. So I started a skirt, you guys. I started a wrap-around skirt. Wrap-around skirt, I'm so proud of this. I cannot tell you. And this has been on my needles since, I think, the 10th of October, maybe earlier, I don't remember. So I took it at work and I did the single stitch and I made it like, I made the waist line. And then from here down, I picked up stitches and I worked the first double stitch crochet. I don't know the name of these, but I'll include a pattern because I did find a pattern, and that pattern shows like multiple colors. I decided to go with just 1 solid color because I want to make it so that I can wear it at work, guys. I want to look professional, and having 1 solid color made sense. So basically my chevron consists of 20 single crochet stitches. Oh, it's a little bit transparent. This means that I will have to line it. which is okay. I already made peace with that. So it has 20 single stitch crochet, and then 3 on the top, and then 20, and then here we connect 3 together. That's all there is. So it is pretty mindless, but interesting enough to keep my attention. So I took it at work for the past 2 weeks, and I've made a lot of progress, you guys. I already finished one full skein. Hold on, I'll show you how big it is. One full skein, and then I had one leftover, like half of skein, and now that leftover half of skein is almost finished, and I have one more. So this means that I might add like 4 or 5 rows. This means that I either have to order once again this yarn from Romania, have it delivered to my niece's apartment, and then wait for her to bring it to my country, or I can combine it with other lace weights. And I'm thinking about black. I have black yarn, black lace weight wool, and I'm thinking to make like 1 or 2 transition rows where I have one strand of blue and one with black, and then go full black. But then I won't have one solid color skirt. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because I do have one full skein. And it's very tiny on me. It's not even long at all. I thought that with 2.5 skeins, I will make a skirt. But then I forgot that this is crochet and this is lace weight, and I am using a 2mm crochet, which is really tiny, and I am crocheting very, very tight so that there's very little space, because I didn't want to line it, but as you can tell, I still might have to line it, which is okay. I can do an effort for my skirt, but otherwise I am loving the wraparound skirt. I love it so much. And I looked into the local stores, maybe I can find something similar here, but this is pretty unique for that producer. So I will have to order again from them. Well, we'll see. Love it, love it. This is whip number 1. Whip number 2. Where's my whip number 2? Oh, it's my big sweater, you guys. I started this sweater as a gift for my second brother. If you follow me for a while, you know that I made one in blue for one of my brothers, and I was so happy with the final result and with the fact that my brother actually wears it and likes it, and he says that it's really warm, that I decided to make a sweater for my second brother. There he is. He has a bit of cat hair. Oh, there he is. It is chocolate brown. For some reason, this part is darker than this, but I can assure you it's the same yarn, same lot. It's just my camera is not picking it up because of the overcast. And I used the fisherman rib stitch pattern, and I learned how to do a double folded collar, which was incredible. No sewing. I found a method with no sewing, just like with the knitting. I did. Oh my god, you can see a difference. Why is there a difference here? Oh my god. I guess they were different lots. Oh my god. Well, in reality, the difference is not that big, to be very honest with you. But since I saw it in the camera, now I'm worried. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna... It is redder, and this is redder, and this is more brown. Okay, I guess my brother will have to wear it like this. I am not unraveling. That is incredible. I did not even notice this. Well, usually I knit on this right before bed, so it's pretty dark. Oh my god, but why is it? Will my brother notice this? He will. Okay. I'm not gonna be worried. Hopefully, when I'll wash it and block it, he will not notice this. So I started the sleeve. It is a drop shoulder and the sleeve, and I had some leftover of this twisted yarn, and I added here, and it's right at the elbow. So it looks intentional, even though it wasn't. And I tried it on and it looks incredible, but look at the difference. Oh my God, it is redder here than here. It looks intentional though. And this one, is this one red? Yes. Oh my God. Am I tripping? What is happening? Well, now I see it. What? Oh no, why are you doing this to me? Okay, let's not panic. Let's not panic because I already had a lot of trouble with this sweater. I started bottom up, and when I got to this place, I could not, for the love of God, connect the back and the front part. I tried like 5 methods. None of the methods gave me a smooth transition. And I just went back to this mattress stitch, you know, the one that I use for socks, because that's the only one that looks at least a little bit clean, but still even here you can see it. So I already made peace with that because after unraveling 5 types of connections, I was like, I'm ready to just throw it away. So I made peace with that. And then I made peace with the fact that here you can see a purl row, which I don't know why it's there. I followed a tutorial and it said to purl one, and now I can see it and I cannot unsee it. And now the colors, oh, why? Oh my God, it is. It's here, it's red, and here it's brown. I might just finish this sweater and keep it for myself. Yeah, because I like it. I love it. I would wear it. It fits me. It's quite large. So I'm gonna finish it, block it. Oh, wait. The reason why I didn't finish this sleeve and I started the second one was to make it and then block it and to see how long this sleeve goes down so that I can do the decreases accordingly to my brother's arms. That was the idea. But this is whip number 2. Now I'm really shocked. So many issues with this, it's getting me annoyed. Is it a sign that I shouldn't make it? My brother, my older brother, said not to knit it for him, not to bother. He doesn't want to take my time or anything, but it's my pleasure. But because he said that, there's so many issues with this sweater. But I feel like I overcame everything until now. I noticed that the colors don't match. Oh gosh darn it. Okay. As I said, I'm a completionist, and let's complete well this video because I have one more whip, you guys. Hold on, I lost my crochet. Anyway, so after I finished something, I don't know what, I kept looking at these variegated yarns, which again I purchased about 2 years ago from the same Romanian producer. By the way, they should start paying me. I only talk about them because I only have wool, merino wool from them. So basically I bought this variegated yarn and I love the color combination, and I decided to try it, but I wanted crochet because I was knitting on this sweater and I wanted something crochet. And ta-da! I want to do a vest, a vertical vest. And I found a tutorial and the lady said to just like start with chains from the top of my shoulder until my waist, and then do, I think this is called, oh gosh, I don't know how it's called. You take a yarn over and then you pull it through and then you sweep everything. I don't know how that's called in English, but it's eating up a lot of yarn, guys. Look how much I have left, and I just made like how many rows? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 rows, and I'm halfway done. So I'm already stressed. I don't know if I like the color pulling. I tried to do some color management because when I arrived here, the entire thing switched. I don't know. Do we like it? I was thinking to make a V-shaped like sweater vest, which I can wear on top of shirts, like to go to work. But now that I see this, I don't know. I don't know. But let's think. If I would crochet it horizontally, would I like it more? No. So this was a test. I just whipped it up in a night when I had insomnia. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I didn't know what to do, so I tried it. I don't know what to do. Maybe with knitting it will look better. And I have to consider the fact that I have limited amount. For this, I have 100 gram and these two do not match. You see, they're all different. Maybe this with this have a little bit more in common, but this has red. So I don't know what to do though. I might, as an option, I might unravel it. And I might try knitting, because knitting eats less. It is so thick because this type of stitch eats up a lot of yarn. Because you take a yarn over and then you go through the entire thing. Hold on, maybe I can show it to you. So this pattern eats up a lot. So I might unravel it. I might do helical knitting with these two colors. And as a result, I'll have a super colorful vest. But my question is, do I want a super colorful vest? So that's why I left it on the side. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know how to proceed. The best solution would be to use yarn that I can find locally to do this vest with this pattern. I love the pattern. It's very solid. It's very fluff, like squishy, because it uses up a lot of yarn, but not for this yarn. Wrong yarn, I feel like. It's limited quantity. But if I do the helical, then we'll have like this color combination. So it's going to be like a whole thing. I don't know. So for now, it is a whip. I might frog it until next time. I don't know. We shall see. I think this is all. These are my whips. I have not started anything else, and good for me, because I have this habit of starting and then not feeling it. So I love my completionist era that I have going right now. And actually, I've seen a lot of YouTubers who have the same era. So I'm glad that it is catching on, because the satisfaction of finishing a whip, it's incredible, at least for me. So now let's go to stash busting results, or no, stash busting progress. Yes, let's talk about stash busting progress. So in the month of October, I've used up 2,764 grams of yarn. This is about 3 kilos. In pounds, it's 6 pounds. Okay, and let's go to the numbers. On the 1st of September, I had 126 grams in my yarn collection. 126 skeins of 100 gram. Oh my god, I'm a mouthful. So on the 1st of October, I had in my yarn collection 126 skeins of 100 gram, or 126.29 to be more precise. I have used 27.64 skeins because the total amount I divided to 100. As you can see, there are so many open spaces in my yarn collection, and as a result, I only have 98 skeins of yarn in my collection. Ooh, I dropped under 100. 98.65 to be more precise. We love precise data. But that's just like that is just fiction, because my mom told me that she has a lot of yarn that she wants to give me, and she wants another blanket. I want another blanket for myself. So that is just, you know, that is just fiction, because I love yarn. I always want to have more. Like all this space, don't be fooled by the space. In the back, there is a lot of yarn which has been waiting for me since 2 years ago, and I'm gonna go and buy some yarn. Like, I've been a good girl, I've been working so hard, and I want something to buy preferably beautiful colors and more colorful yarn. We'll see what to do with this. I haven't decided, but I'll have to take a decision because I don't want to leave it as a whip. That is all. Like, I look around, I don't know what else to share with you guys. I had such a busy couple of weeks because I started going back to work. I'm a conference interpreter, and September, October, November, and December are very full months for me, which is great. I love my job. I love going to these conferences. I love to be ready, be prepared, do my best to help people communicate from different languages. And we have a lot of coffee breaks, we have a lot of technical breaks, and me, I just like pull quickly a skirt or something. Somebody's calling me. I pull a skirt or something and I just crochet, which is wonderful. It calms me down, it makes me focused on my work. So all around, good news. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, comment down below with a wine emoji. Apparently wine color or burgundy looks good on me, so make me happy. Give me a wine emoji in the comments, and make sure to tune in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Hold on, before you go, let me show you the blanket. I'm not lying, it is right here. I love it. I love it so much. I don't want to give it. So I am using it. My dog is using it thoroughly. My cats are using it. We all love it. Everybody that has visited me has came and touched the blanket. So it's a big hit with everybody. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.